I'm so irritated because the last time I recorded this message for you guys, there was no sound and it was such a good message. But as we know, the second draft is always the best. So I'm not even going to edit this video because I'm like 2 days late on my collective message. So again, this is from the 7th to the 14th of the month of April. And if this resonates, please let me know in the comments, subscribe, and like the video. Just kind of let me know if I should continue doing this or not, because if there's no interaction, then I'm not sure if I should even do it. So just let me know. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and close my eyes here for a second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see what comes up. And it should be the same as last time, honestly, but we'll go from there. You can breathe with me if you want. It'll calm your nerves. All right, so the first thing I'm getting is doubt. Just same as last time, actually. It's pretty funny. So doubt, it's like I see you at the front door, you have your bags packed, but you can't step out over the threshold. So in what ways in your life are you afraid to step over the threshold and move into this new life that you decided to pay for yourself? In what ways are you struggling moving past fear ultimately? Now, we talked a little bit about fear last reading. It is going to come up pretty frequently because a lot of us are struggling with this. This is a human condition. Sometimes we are just afraid. So as you know, fear is false evidence appearing real. What we don't want to do is compare recent or past experiences with the choices that we're making right now. You are a completely different human being. You are becoming someone much different than you used to be. So what's really important is when you are pausing, when you're hesitating at the front door with your bags packed, and this could be literally or figuratively for someone, but for someone it's literally. So when you're hesitating, remember why you're doing what you do. Remember the difference between intuition and fear. And I'll go ahead and explain that really quick. Fear, we already know what that feels like. Let's just be real. I don't feel like I have to explain that. You know, it messes with your nervous system, causes illnesses, et cetera, et cetera. But intuition is a little different to define. Intuition starts in the heart and the gut as well. That's why we say gut health is really important. Intuition is the thing that tells you that it's your deep knowing, your deep inner guidance system. So I want to remind you guys, if you still struggle with differentiating intuition and fear, don't forget that you have a whole team of people right behind you, literally waiting for you to ask for help. They're literally waiting for you to ask for help. They've been waiting for you your entire life. So start doing that. Just like how I'm speaking with you right now, ask your guides, your soul family, your spirit team, whatever you want to call them. And you can even specifically ask any ancestors that have passed away. Ask them to help you in the decision that you're trying to make. Ask them for help. So let's see. Let me get another message for you here. Give me 1 second. So focusing on moving past fear, and then also asking for guidance, because you're going to need it. You're going to need it on this journey that you're on right now. Some of you guys are on a legit voyage. Like, it's a big deal. You made some major decisions in your life. So I'm proud of you, first of all, because I live full time in my van. So it's a big deal for me too. And I just woke up in the morning. So I just woke up. And I look like crap right now, but it's okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so a lot of what happens when it comes to change is you end up having to detach from people that you were once really close with. So Spirit's telling me that they want to remind you that it's okay to detach, but it's not okay to detach from a place of hierarchy, a place of judgment, from a place of very low vibrational emotions. If it's not from pure love, then you got to go back to the drawing board. It's really important. If it's not from pure unconditional love, and if you can't feel love for this person, it's okay. You don't need to right now. It's a journey, like I said. It's something that you work toward. But what we don't want to do is create a foundation of judgment and then start moving and detaching from people. Because what will happen is that pattern will start and you'll be detaching from people that you still have a lesson to learn from, that you still have something to see within yourself. Because remember this, they are you, you are them. We're all mirroring each other. So to detach from someone, and I say detach, not ghost. Some of y'all are ghosting. Some of y'all don't move to a whole new country, didn't say shit. That, in my opinion, is very immature, but it's necessary in certain situations. In those situations, I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about there. So let's say, for instance, you have a friend, you've known her for a long time, or him, you know, very long time, you guys are very close, but there's always been some sort of personality quirks that just drove you insane, but you still kept hanging out with them. And because they've been around for a long time. And maybe you also just were a little lonely. You didn't have anyone else. You felt like you didn't have anyone else. Well, guess what? First of all, the fact that you were triggered says volumes. So hopefully you worked on those triggers. Hopefully you've realized them at least. Took note of them. Because it's not just about this person. It's about your triggers for the most part when it comes to you. What did they do or say that brought up any type of dysregulation in you? And what did that dysregulation connect with? So these are the questions that we have to ask ourselves when we're in relationships with people. People don't just trigger us because they're bad. They trigger us because we have wounds that are coming up. They're wounds that are kind of unraveling themselves in relationship with this person, which is why we're in relationship with people in general. We are learning from each other. And then when it's time to move on, it's okay. It's time to move on. So some of y'all, that resonated very, very, what was the word I'm looking for? That's something that resonates the most with you. I'll just say that. My arms are getting tired. All right, so the last message here, what is it? Oh, they're saying don't forget to celebrate. Don't forget to celebrate your wins. Okay, so this is what happens a lot whenever we are successfully manifesting. I manifested the van that I'm in and a bunch of other things in my life. But one of the things I forget to do is sit down and acknowledge how successful that manifestation was. I'm going to get more specific here. Let's say you're bringing something into your reality. And obviously, you know, the main thing that you're supposed to feel is gratitude. Gratitude for having already had it. And you can get caught up in that emotion of having already had it very easily and forget when you didn't have it. Because now it's in your reality. It's been in your reality since you decided to make that your manifestation, right? So what we want to do is stop. You could meditate. You could sit in your driveway if you'd like. But what you want to do is stop for a second and acknowledge that you successfully created your reality. That's what you did. You created your reality. So once you have that acknowledgement, then you could say, okay, I could do it again and again and again and again. I can keep that momentum, that spiral vortex, as I like to call it. Because in my opinion, we are all basically large energetic vortexes, and we have these different aspects in our lives inside of the vortex: relationship, career, physical, mental health. And those things are all integrated within each other. So if one suffers, they all suffer. So there's no linear, I would say, energy timeline or anything like that. Not even at the least bit. It's a vortex. It's a spiral. That's why that's my logo for my company. I love it. So when you consider that if you got this thing, then everything else is in line too. And that spiral's successfully turning, and it's spinning in your favor. So, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you, and I'm so happy to hear more about your journey in the comments. Please let me know if anything I said resonated with you. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Again, if you guys can engage a little bit, then I know that you actually you watch these videos, and then I can continue creating them and posting them. So stay tuned for the next week collective message. And again, I love you. Peace.